Well, hello, it's your boy Hilton Joseph. Currently, it's Saturday, the 3rd of the 5th, 2025. It's just gone past, it's just literally 5 minutes past 6. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing a good weekend. Hope everyone's doing an analysis as well. Doesn't matter what time it is on the weekend, get it done. And then do it again Sunday so you're ready for Monday. Right, like I said in the video yesterday, sorry that was a quick one. Um, Obviously, like I said to you, my last day at my current place for 10 years is finally done and dusted. No longer there. Happy that it's over with. Happy it's gone with. And excited time for the new future. So let's crack on. Right, so we are Euro dollar. As I said on the weekends, starting from May, I'm doing a video every single day. At least one video every day instead of doing what I said Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. I'm doing a video every single day to get this done. Weekends is obviously different pairs, but during the week it will just be obviously pound dollar. Right, so we're on the euro dollar. Let's start the weekly. Currently, not last week because this is going to be last week's candle, but the previous week, it did trying to break over the 1,000 and 1,500 level, which is currently here. It pulled back for an inverted hammer, looking like a good morning. What's called candlestick formation, as we can see here. We are still looking towards the upside. It does look like a pullback. Um, Probably aiming for this level of the 1.119 level, looking around about this region here. Hovering if the price does pull back on the weekly. But if we go on the daily, it looks rangy to me. If it does break, towards making, let's say, Thorns formation, let's draw it up, make it more easy what I'm trying to say. If it does come down to here, then only pulls back up here, then fails that down here. We are looking for a formation here which points us towards going to break us to the downside, which could be interesting, aiming for the 100 level. So at the moment it's just ranging. So let's look on the 4 hourly. On the 4 hourly, if we can mark up precisely using the lines. If we just do just from here to here, because that just breaks a level from here, that's fine. And we use this over here, back on here. Yep, there we go. So we've got our major swing points all marked up on the 4 hourly, and obviously we're gonna check how it is on the hourly. Let's do hourly, to make sure. But as you can see from last week, if I can just find another tool, I might as well add as a favorite. There we go. I'm gonna go back all the way to Monday or Sunday night. There we go. There we go. Right. So yeah, as you can see, if I didn't mark this out, it was previously would have been this low. It obviously come back here. If I could just put on which is perfect. So you can see here, one more point to the screen. You can't see man. You can see here the swing point dropped down to here from the lower low, then the lower high, down to a lower low. And then it formed another point swing point, which is obviously come back here, but there's no point moving it, arranging it. It's because it's still respecting the previous swing point. If this one here broke the swing point, as you can see here, it broke again, aiming towards the downside. The other little swing point, it did break again towards the downside, but this one didn't break, it bounced off towards the upside, then now we're forming a formation towards the downside. If you're looking at hourly, you can see from that Sunday, you could have entered a few opportunities for a downtrend. You could have entered here, probably would have been stopped out. You could have entered lovely here. You could have entered lovely there again. And then entered towards down end trend from here again. So you had about 3 opportunities on the week there, which is not too bad. I wouldn't aim for the middle islands here. Like if it's not towards the swing level, not swing level, if it's not aiming for the correct price range, let's say, or the correct creation of a formation of the candles, then obviously, you can leave it out. But then again, if you use indicators, you can use indicators if that helps you. Because if I go on a half an hour time frame, zoom out a little bit, as you can see here, respectively price pullback to here, which you could have entered here if it's midnight, then you could have entered here again, which is 8 a.m. Push all the way down to the downside. You could enter here again, a break here during the lunchtime period for the UK and beginning of New York session, and then obviously chill on the Sydney session, which is also Australia, down to the Asia session, and then pull back up in the London session, and then the New York session pull you back down to size, and then it just keeps building, so forth and so forth. So the question is, what is next? Right. So if I go back to the Ferrari, as I can see, irrespective from this level here, it's really broke. I'm looking for a nice pullback for me to allow to be entered on this price range to continue to towards the downside, push from here, and if it's just one breaks, then another push towards the downside here. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for basically, let's do this, up to here, then push back down, then a little bit up here, then another push back down, and then sometimes it goes there, and another push up. It's not going to be as perfect as that. I'm looking for the ugly one. So that's what my but that's what my intention is. But as again, overall, it's still an uptrend as the market is ranging. So it could be another one where it just breaks, pulls, and then push off towards the upside. So again, that's what else I'm looking for on this candle, for this pair. Right, the other pair that I trade. Also, we did the pound dollar yesterday, but we can go over it again. Weekly, you can see the two inverted hammers, which is nice, but still, again, still pushing towards the upsides. At the moment, it's still trying to head towards the 135 level, which is around here. If we go to the daily, there we go. I thought it froze there, but it didn't. Like I said to you, yes, Friday is still prices are ranging, which is correct. Didn't really push off much Friday, a bit quieter. I think that obviously the dollar news came out in the afternoon, and we could see. As you can see, I can remove these ones here. So let's remove it. This will keep it nice and clean. There we go. Right, so Friday, you can see the price did pull back here. We had a doji candle, which is basically inside the price back in the middle, wherever it started. It pulled back down or pulled back up, and then it just pulled back at the size of the price. So the buyers and sellers were quite even, and then obviously inverted hammer, and then you're looking at a nice little bearish candle formation there. And you could say it's not a morning star because it's not enough for me. And then yeah, as I could see, it was just basically ranges, so it wasn't really. If I was going to be entering, let's see on the 4 hourly. Yeah, I wouldn't enter at all. No, I wouldn't enter at all. Maybe a push towards the downside here about 5 o'clock in the evening, but nah, I wouldn't be entering. Right, what am I looking for? If the price does come back here, then I'm going to push towards the downside and continue to obviously shorts. But as I told you, the market is still an uptrend. I won't be surprised if it does pull back up here, bounce from this price level, and then push towards the upside here. So you just got to keep two you got to keep yourself both analysed for both directions of how it goes. Right, next pair which I trade is the dollar yen. Well, with dollar yen, yeah, with Japan, let's say. But let's say dollar yen more easier. Right. So with the dollar yen, there's a correlation against obviously what's called pound dollar and the euro dollar. So the euro and pound dollar go up, the dollar yen goes down. So it's just quite opposite reverse. Oops, should mention. So on the weekly level, you can see the price. We are looking into a downtrend. The overall trend is a downtrend. It did touch the 140 level, and now we're pulling back towards the 145 level. See how sustained price push there, but but what I believe is that this price is respected, and it's going to push us towards the downside. Any other formation here. So I'm looking down for obviously shorts in this pair. As you can see, we had a nice engulfing on Thursday, pushing up for the beginning of the month, but then the price is just ranging at the 145 level. Again, it does look like a pullback to the level here. I am looking for shorts. So if we go to the 4 hourly, I've got my swing points ready. You can see that they've been respected. If I find the yeah, there we go. Levels all coming up here. Obviously, the price has all been respected for the previous. Also, the levels are all across here, which is here. So you got a one break, one pullback and break, one fake out and then break, and then basically break through again towards the downside. And now we was on hold. Did fake out and then on hold, but the major level is to 145. So if we go on half an hour time frame, as you can see many opportunities again, even though they're shorts. This is a short pair, I believe. You could have entered around here, around after morning session in the pound, aiming to shorts, and then obviously watching how the long prices go. If it was me, I wouldn't enter because for me, it would go back on my strategy. But with you guys, if you both are like a counter trend trader, then it could work out fine for you. But for me, it would have been shorts, and I would have been aiming for this one here, at this level here. And that would have been lovely that morning. Come back on sprints that time. 1-9. Again, emotions probably because I know it's my last day. I just want to get out and done with. Okay, so again, big question. What we're doing next? So let's go on hourly, make it a bit more easier for myself. So I'm looking for shorts, so it wouldn't surprise me to touch this level here. Could go up and then break through, then pull back to level and then push all towards the downside. So that is what I'm looking for. But again, it doesn't always work like that. It could just again hold the price here as a zigzag, which I get indecisive, so I'm gonna stay out of it because then you lose money that way. Or it could literally just go this, pull back, and then fake push up all the way to the upside, then pull back, then push up. So I'm looking for basically many opportunities just to watch out on this pair to help me. But I am focused on shorts. On the euro dollar, I'm focused for a buy. Again, pound dollar, I'm focused on a buy. And for dollar yen, I am focused on a sell. So these are the three main pairs I do actually trade. I do mark out. I've got all the other what's called part one. All the other correlation trades I've got, which is all marked out here for you guys. All right, let's do gold for the last pair of the video. All right, as you can see, it touched the 3.5 level. We're approaching, which is fantastic. At the moment, we're crossing over to the 324 level, just halfway between the 3 level. On the daily, again, form of an uptrend. You could see this price here with a reaction where the buyers were fully in control. Then sellers try their best to even just hold for a range, just a for a few bits, and then push us again for the off goal. Sorry, my dog's snoring. And then here again, it's just correlation. It is looking for like an obviously sell side, but at the moment, I believe this obviously the pair is still heavily for buys. So we're going for early, and it ain't been marked up. Right, so let's be the first to mark up. So obviously, I'm not going to do the vertical line. Let's do the horizontal levels. Pardon me. Sorry. Alright, so we are in the long, and I'm looking for the swing points. Swing points, I'm basically aiming for obviously lower lows and the higher highs. I do aim for sometimes trading for the like higher lows, and I always do sometimes put enter in for the lower lows as well. So, but I'm looking for the most recent price, which you can see here. This price respectfully hold on here, so you could do that. Or if you want to use the previous swing point, you can use this. It's absolutely fine, but this is for your own trading style. Okay. And for the contents, I'm going to use this one here just in case it breaks. Will I be if I have one here, obviously the higher high, and then you got a higher low? Which one am I more favoring? I'm gonna favor more to the higher high because that's where the price initially first stopped to the whole. Even though it did pull back to this level on the higher low, this price here ranges for me to watch out where the price is gonna range this side here. Will I put one up here? No, I'm gonna let it breathe because a few it's called a few other little prices up here, the price is gonna more react from here than there. And there we go. It's beautiful. Yes, you could put one there, but then again, once the market is back in play, will it respect it? And more, I think, respect, or I have a more understanding of what level do would tell me to do. Let's do it hourly. Right. So as again, I did say I'm going along. So what I'm looking for now, the price is pushing up, so it could be a little nice buy here. Um, uh, it did do initial pullback, so I'm looking for a buy option here, where the price buys and towards for me to allow to the a buy order. So when it hits above a price, it activates from a buy order and allows me to continue in the trend. So I'm looking to buy the price here. Let's get rid of this one because I didn't really do it properly. So the price support is out here. Again, watching how this level is, I'm going to pull back and then again push up all towards the upside. So that's what I'm looking for longs here. But again, we've got to look at both options. And because the price is already up, it could come up here, could bounce to this obviously previous price, our price level, then pull back here. Then it could initialize pull back and push all the way down here, then pull back, then push it all the way down to the downside. Obviously, we've got to keep both options clear and available. So our minds are not just thinking just one direction. Even though the pair is showing along, at least I marked both down and I got it as a security to where to go. Now, question is, when the price reacts to these levels, how do I enter? Like I said, if the price does continue and it does push along here, I will put a buy options here, will allow me to enter in the trade. Doesn't really matter what kind of price action is there. Even the candles are showing me towards it will show me towards the upside because of the swing points. It will allow me to get into there. But if it was me, if it is me, sorry. But I understand if the question is okay, but what other confirmations are you gonna be in? I will be using like engulfing candles, like you could say this one just after that, or you could be using a doji candle, which is just like that if the price is significant to what direction it's going. Yeah, golfing. You can do even Morning Star, which is this formation here with the three candles, even a free crow, Well, this is fifth. If I'm going towards downside, could use that formation. You got that towards the upside, which is here, there. The three obviously buys for the free crown here, and that reversion. So I'm looking for one or two candlesticks, but mainly I'm looking for pin bar, which looks like this one here or this one here as an inverted, and I'm looking for many engulfing candles look like these ones. Oh, that's the last perfect one as well, and that's that inside. What's the inside candle as well? So that's even more perfect. And that's what I'm looking for. Right. Thank you very much. Wow, 20 minutes I think. On this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I did as well. I thoroughly enjoyed this. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. I believe I'll do a video in the morning. Instead of covering these pairs, I might just pick five random pairs, do five to 6 minutes each of them, and yeah, we go from there tomorrow. All right, hope you like this video. I hope it's helpful. Again, my email address is in the bio. If you want to send me an email, just to say hey, how you doing? And yeah, hope you like this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.